Okay, this is what I'm dealing with. Okay, now clearly you can see it, but uh, should probably should just take my word for it. It's very dark in comparison to my high yellow, winter yellow skin, and it appeared when I was about 55, and it darkened up, and nothing that I've done has made it go away. Okay, I don't know if it's melasma. Some places say, yeah, it's melasma. And then a lot of other doctors will say, no, melasma is only when you're pregnant. And I am sure as fuck not pregnant. In fact, something to be grateful for. However, it's just driving me crazy. Now, should I be worried about a brown mark on my face? Well, technically three, because this one used to be where I had a scar lasered off and it darkened up, and then I got one here too. But honestly, this is the problem. Should I be worried about brown spots on my face when the world is imploding and fascism is on the rise globally? No, I should not. I absolutely should not. But I kind of think of it as worrying about something within my control, because I can do something about trying to get rid of this. And that is helping me. And I don't care who you are. I don't care what you're doing as long as you're not hurting anybody. Whatever it takes to get through the day, right? Like in this instance, with everything going on, I'm going to call it post-apocalyptic self-care, because maybe this is not the zombie face that I want to present, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Might sound shallow, but what the hell? So last night, I should have taken a video of it because it's actually really interesting. I've been looking for an aloe vera gel to help on this, because the stuff that I use to try to get rid of it is very drying. So I've been looking for an aloe vera gel that doesn't have a bunch of other crap in it, and especially one that I could drink, because I know it's really good for all kinds of things. But every year I become more like my mother. I don't know, it's kind of disturbing, but I cannot find an aloe vera gel that I feel good about, that I feel doesn't have anything extra in it. Obviously, they have to use something in it to make it shelf stable long enough for you to get it and put it in your fridge or whatever. I'm not comfortable with any of that. And there's also a toxin in the form of a yellow sap that's in these stalks of aloe vera, and that stuff is toxic to us. It's gross. I'm not going to ingest it. Also, it makes, anytime you drink aloe vera, makes it taste really gross and bitter. So I thought to myself, as my hippie mother would have thought, I can just do it myself. The problem there is, this looks like a brown thumb, well, high yellow now in the wintertime, but it's actually a black thumb, like necrotic, kissed by death black thumb when it comes to plants. So, and yes, everybody's gonna say, you can't kill aloe vera. I have, and I could again. Okay, it's a gift and a curse. But my neighbors next door just redid all the landscaping on the inside, like where their house is. And they have this, now that the workers have cleared out, there's this pot, this like black, sort of decorative pot, big. It's like, big. And it's got a huge aloe vera plant in it. And it's just sitting there. They have artificial turf out there. And I'm talking about the side of the street where the cars are, the street side of their strip of grass or turf. And it certainly does not look like it's part of the landscaping at all. I don't know if they left it there because they want someone to take it, which I would happily do, but it feels wrong since there's not a free sign on it. And you might be saying to yourself, Daisy, why don't you just knock on their door and ask them, hey, can I have that? I would do that. But like many wealthy people's homes, it is a freaking compound. Okay, there is a fence, a very nice looking decorative fence all the way around their house. And I'm not trying to break that code. I see them occasionally. I see them out with their little girls, like unloading the car and stuff like that. And when I see them, I will ask. In the meantime, I have been occasionally uh, borrowing, no, borrowing, not borrowing. I don't consider it stealing. Harvesting. I've been harvesting stalks of this plant. I go out, I wait till nighttime, I go out under cover of night, and I take stalks like this off of the plant. When I walk by it, I can't even tell that stalks have been removed. I've only taken one really large stalk. I took that one last night, and I'm still working on it. But yeah, so this is what I'm using when I say, you know, I'm using aloe vera on my face. I'm using this. In fact, I'm going to make a video about how you get the clear aloe vera gel out of this, because it's a process. And also how I'm drinking it, because it's so good for you. Anyway, as far as this thing goes, I splurged, big time splurge, for me, huge splurge, on a red light therapy chingadera thingamajig. It's arched, you know, you lay down under it, whatever body part you're using, and it's got LED panels, and it has 6 or 7 different frequencies of light, colors of light, and I'm using the green on my face. I've only done it once. I did it last night, so obviously no big change. But I have faith in it, because this red light therapy machine, it is called, it's an LED NIR, near infrared light machine, okay? My shoulder, I hurt my shoulder really bad, and I've heard it that exact same way before. It's called frozen shoulder. And frozen shoulder, it's happened, this is the 3rd time it's happened to me in my life. That first time, it took a year to get full range of motion back. And it occurred to me, I wonder if like I could use that, because I know people use it for muscle recovery. So I do some diving on the internet. I come up with, yeah, red light therapy is very good for any kind of shoulder, tendon, joint issues. So I get my arm under there, and I do it for like 30 minutes twice a day. And I kid you not. Are you joking? I can do anything with this shoulder. I mean, maybe I'm not lifting weights or anything yet, but it has been a week. And I'm not kidding when I say it took a full year to get my frozen shoulder full mobility the last times that I did it. So that's crazy. So I have good faith in this green light therapy. Apart from that, I'm using, this is my new routine. I'm going to do this twice a day. I did it this morning, and I'll do it now, and everything will be nice and dried by the time I lay my head on the pillow to go to sleep. So I already washed. I washed with this La Roche-Posay. I've been using this for a while. It's a very good, just gentle cleanser. Doesn't leave a bunch of residue. I like it. I'm not committed to this kind of product like La Roche-Posay or anything, but I do like that one. And then I started using, oh, and you know what? Sorry, I almost forgot. Sometimes I use this one. This has hyaluronic acid and salicylic acid in it. And it's got very tiny little granules, feels a little bit like sand to, you know, get a little scrub. It takes everything off. So you definitely, when you use this, want to moisturize after. Well, you should moisturize anyway. And after that, I use this product. I've started. This is my 2nd time using it. This is also La Roche-Posay. It has niacinamide. Niacinamide. Let's go with that. This is 10%, okay? I just found out that they make this in 20%, and I do not have sensitive skin. So I am absolutely going to start using the 20%. In fact, I already ordered it, and I should have it within between 5 and 7 days from now. But right now, and it says not to pinpoint it. It says to use it on your whole face. It does not take a lot at all. Like you get a whole dropper full, don't even need that. And then I just, try not to do too much tugging. And doing this whole kind of a routine thing, this is new for me. My whole life, I am 57 and a half now. I have just washed my face with used whatever moisturizer, for the most part, that like friends passed on to me or something inexpensive. For a long time, I was just using coconut oil as a moisturizer. So doing this whole big routine is new to me, and I wouldn't be doing it if it weren't for this. Anyway, so use that. It absorbs really quickly, which is great. It's so weird because it almost feels like it dries close to instantly, which is wonderful. Okay, so it is all dry now and doesn't dry sticky at all. That's nice. But speaking of sticky, got this. Okay, like I said last night, I harvested some a big ass, like a big boy stalk off of the aloe vera plant that might just be the community aloe vera plant. It might actually belong to my neighbors. I've yet to figure that out. Will update. Okay, so I saved the, okay, so this is aloe vera gel. And, and again, I'll definitely do a video on this because the way that you get it out is, it's not that it's complicated. It's a little bit work intensive, but not enough for me to worry about it. So I left a thick layer of the gel. So the only part of the aloe vera I want to honor in my body is this part, the clear part. Okay, so you can see that the stalk itself is discolored underneath. That's fine. That's no problem. When you scrape the gel off or use the gel on your face or whatever, it comes off clear. It doesn't look brown. And if when you scrape the gel off, it's brown, don't use that. Do not use that. Especially don't drink it. Oh my God, that's gross. Okay, so this is straight out of the fridge. Oh God, it feels great. Ooh, very sticky. Oh, but yeah, feels fantastic. Doesn't matter if it gets on your lips, that's probably a good thing. Doesn't matter if it gets in or on your eyes, also a good thing. A little bit more. Okay, I got spider webs on my eyelids. Okay, so off my lashes. Again, there's absolutely nothing toxic about this. If I smush this into my eye, as long as it's just the clear gel, it's not going to hurt. Who knows, it might even help your eyesight. And I don't waste any of it. They make aloe vera shampoos. You can make your own aloe vera shampoo. This stuff is good everywhere. There's nowhere you can put it that it's not going to help. You can use it on burns, scars, scabs, everything. Okay, so. All right. Okay. And I do tend to get a chapped lip. I'm one of those people that has lip protectants everywhere. I've got at least one in the car, in the console, between the seats. I've got 2 at my front door. I have at least 1 bedside, and I've got 1 in probably the popular 3 purses that I carry. It's everywhere. So I saved, after I got all the clear gel out, except for that little thin layer, I saved all of these. You can keep these in the fridge for like up to 7 days. If the gel itself, this part that's supposed to be clear, starts to look funky, toss that out. Don't use it. You will not be happy. Okay, we're going to clean our hands just a little and move on to some of you, like me, may have had mothers or maybe grandmothers who used this stuff, who had a big ass bottle of this stuff and would use it for too many things to possibly count. This is castor oil. This bottle, it's not cheap, but it will last you a hell of a long time. But seriously, this bottle will last a very long time. You can use it I use it to oil my scalp sometimes. Aloe vera gel is also really good on the length part of your hair. And right now I'm going to, okay, there we go. I'm going to kind of seal everything, and that's kind of what castor oil is. You don't want to use it on dry skin, probably, or I don't. That's not how I was taught to use it. I use it, like I'm going to use it on top of this aloe vera gel while it's still, you know, kind of tacky. And normally I would use half and half of a carrier oil to lighten it up, because I'll show you how thick this stuff is. It's thick like molasses. I'm just going to use a little bit. This is jojoba oil. Okay. Just jojoba oil. I get it at Sprouts, I think. And just like a big drop of this. Look how thick it is. Yeah, it's thick. Okay. Emulsify. And so castor oil is great for sealing in whatever it is you've put on your face or your hair. A little bit more. And I actually like, where is it? I put a little bit on my eyelids usually. Since I've had this pink eye, because my eyelids get itchy, and it helps. I've never tried it for this, and I haven't noticed it, but I wasn't looking. But castor oil is supposed to also be very good for your eyebrows and eyelashes to help them grow. I'm not making that claim because I've not paid attention to any of that. But, so, that, and castor oil on your lips when it's, yeah. It doesn't taste great, but it's not that bad. Like a tiny little bit of castor oil, and then use your regular chapstick or whatever you're using on top, or just the castor oil. Okay, so that's it. And again, waste not, want not, because it's not cheap, but, and it's not cheap, but man, a little goes a very, very, very long way. And if you don't have porous hair, if you've got, I have really fine hair, it's very porous, tends to be very dry, so castor oil is great on it. But if you've got just really fine, straight hair, you don't want this on the length of your hair. You might want to oil your scalp now and again. It's very good for that. But yeah, so that's that. And I'm definitely going to harvest one more medium-sized one so that I can use that one and this one, extract the gel from the middle and make a drink out of it. A drink that I do add a couple things to it to make it taste a little more palatable, and it gets blended. So that's it. This is day one, so I'm not gonna probably update this all the time, but I wanted to have a starting point. Okay, so all right, that's it. Have a beautiful day.